When you hear the word art, what do you think about? Because when I hear the word art, I think about painters and paintings, and I think about the Renaissance, and I see an artist with a paintbrush in his one hand and a palette in the other, and he has a beret on his head, and he's just finishing up his latest piece of artwork on a canvas. But I see the Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci. I see The Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh. I see The Birth of Venus by Sandra Botticelli. I see Guernica by Pablo Picasso. I see a lot of paintings, but art actually it's the expression of human creativity and imagination. So why isn't graffiti regarded as artwork as well? I know a lot of people regard graffiti as vandalism because it's unauthorized marking by like a group of people or perhaps just an individual. But graffiti is actually color, it's imagination, it's inspiration, it's just on a different canvas. And a lot of people regard it as vandalism, it's savage, it's ratchet, it's ghetto. But no. I also find graffiti as a means that also it conveys a lot of inspiring messages, and you actually read that, you actually pay attention to that. It's also a way for artists to get their opinions out there. It's just on a different canvas. You wouldn't go to the Louvre in Paris to look for inspiration. You would just be walking around in the streets and you find very inspiring messages there. You find something that you could learn from. But other than that, graffiti is unique. All art is unique anyway. And there's also something I would like to quote by Renti Atinsky. He says, when color is transmitted from the eye to the brain releases a hormone that affects the emotions, mind clarity, and energy levels. So when the negative and positive psychological effects of colors are observed in human beings based on, the combinations are used in, art brings color and light. And graffiti does the same thing too. Graffiti is inspiring, and as one woman, Elizabeth Martel, says, quote unquote, I was just walking around the city and just observing the different graffiti spray painted all over the walls. It was eye-opening and inspiring. Art is beautiful and graffiti is art, and it should be considered art because you're able to learn and you're able to express yourself through it. Even though it has what society would regard as savage canvases, like old and used trains and skateboarding rinks and old walls, it's actually art that you could learn from, and you feel it within your art. If you walked into a room that was dull and gray, you wouldn't like it. Graffiti just makes it all better. So graffiti is art, and it should be considered so. Thank you.